Introduction of private members' bills. Mr. Rankin, seconded by Mr. Dussault, moves for leave to introduce a bill entitled An Act to Amend the Income Tax Act, Economic Substance. This motion is deemed adopted. The honourable member for Victoria.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm very pleased to rise today to introduce a bill that would amend the Income Tax Act of Canada. Je voudrais remercier mon collègue.
I would like to thank my colleague, the member for Sherbrooke, who seconded the bill.
Crack down on abusive tax avoidance by denying tax breaks to transactions that lack real economic substance. These empty transactions, designed solely to avoid taxes, would no longer qualify for tax breaks. 3 years ago, I introduced a similar bill, and we had in the gallery Dr. Robert McMechan, an expert in the field, who called for this reform in his acclaimed book on international tax evasion. Mr. Speaker, he has since passed away. Today, I want to formally recognize his years of service to Canada as General Counsel in the tax litigation section of the Department of Justice, and also acknowledge how valuable his expertise was to me in preparing this bill. This bill would bring our laws up to speed with places like the United States, where President Obama used a similar law to raise billions for health care. It would build trust in the fairness and integrity of our tax system and recover hundreds of millions of dollars in lost revenue so we can offer better public services to Canadians. I look forward to discussing it with all members. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Rankin, seconded by Mr. Dussault, moves the bill be now read a first time and be printed. This motion is deemed adopted.